are in some special circumstances. Quality is one of the most popular topics in our daily life. Commodities of good quality will charge better prices. But do you know what is quality? How to identify if the quality of a certain commodity is good or poor? As for the commodity itself, quality refers to not only its outer form or shape, but also its intrinsic attributes such as flavor, taste, ingredients, durability, and even the processing process. What we care more about might be the intrinsic attributes that are invisible and unknown until the commodity is consumed. For it is especially more difficult to know about the invisible quality, we need to figure out ways to describe it. In international trade, quality can be defined either by goods or samples, or by description, like specification, 规格, grade, 等级, standard, 标准, brand name or trademark, 排名或商标, origin, 原产地, instruction and illustration, 说明书和图册, etc. We may sell goods as what they are in some special circumstances, like consignment, 寄售, and auction, 拍卖, where we can see and even touch the goods. But this is not applicable in other cases. Samples, products of representative quality, will be a good alternative to help identify the quality. When sale is made by sample, it can be contracted as CT500, 500 cm Christmas tree, details as per the samples provided by the seller on April 15, 2000. 意思是产品编号为 CT500 5米高的圣诞树，质量以卖方20某某年4月15日提供的样品为准。If a sale is made by sample, the goods shipped should be strictly the same as the sample. 凭样品买卖的交易中，我们必须要注意，卖方所交货物必须与样品严格相符。这里大家要注意的是严格相符 strictly the same. Thus, it is advisable that samples should be representative. Samples are usually provided by the seller, but the buyer can also place orders with samples. First, let's talk about sale by seller's sample. How many samples should the seller prepare? Will there be any problem if the seller sends only sample to the buyer? If there was only one sample that had been sent to the buyer, the seller would have no evidence to support his saying that the goods delivered are strictly the same as the sample when there is doubt from the buyer about the quality. Thus, it is recommended to have at least 2 samples. One is sent to the buyer and the other is kept by the seller. That is, a duplicate sample or keep sample. 我们称之为复样或留样。However, there may still be another problem. The quality of samples may change differently in different environments. That is, sample kept by the seller may be of different quality from the sample kept by the buyer when the goods are delivered. How to settle such disputes? The answer is, we can have a third sample sealed by a third party, usually an independent surveyor or notary public. Such a sample is named sealed sample. 我们称这样的样品为封样。Second, let's look at the sale by buyer's sample. As a seller who receives an order with the buyer's sample, he should consider if he can provide goods of the required quality, and if the sample may infringe any intellectual property rights. As As for the feasibility, the seller can produce some samples with the same quality of the buyer's sample and ask for the buyer's confirmation by sending the countersample or return sample. 卖方仿照买方样品生产并寄回买方确认的样品被称为对等样品或回样。After the buyer confirms the countersample or return sample, the sale by buyer's sample has been transformed into the sale by seller's sample. As for the possibility of IPR infringement, the seller should know that he takes no responsibility if the right or claim of a third party based on the industrial property or other intellectual property results from the seller's compliance with technical drawings, designs, formula, or other such specifications furnished by the buyer. 对于因按买方提供的技术图样、设计、配方或其他类似的商品说明供货而产生的第三方工业产权或其他知识产权纠纷，卖方不承担任何责任。Although there is such article in CISG, it is better to include such terms in the sales contract, like if the styles, patterns, designs, and trademarks, labels, etc., designated by the buyers should be involved in the infringement of patent right or cause any disputes, the buyers shall be fully responsible for the consequences and settlement. 意思是，如果买方指定的式样、图样、商标、标牌等涉及侵权或引发任何争议，买方应对此负全责。It can help clarify respective obligations. If the sample is provided only to give an intuitive impression on the counterparty, it is necessary to indicate the sample is only for a reference. Otherwise, it will stand for the quality of final delivery. 如果我们不打算用样品作为最后的交货依据，应该在提供样品时就明确表示样品仅供参考。In practice, samples are sometimes provided to show a certain aspect of commodity, such as color or pattern, etc., that are difficult to clarify with words. Then we move on to sale by description. Most of the time, samples are not the only way to define the quality. Instead, words are widely used in international trade. We will discuss specification, grade, and standard in detail. Brand name or trademark is often used for those famous goods. Name of origin is used for agricultural produce. And instruction and illustration is applicable for those complicated instruments or equipment. You can refer to related books for more details. First, let's discuss sale by specification, 凭规格买卖. Specification is the most accurate and popular way to define quality. We may adopt different indicators to specify the quality of different commodities, but the principle is the same. Look at this example. The quality of feeding broad bean is specified with purity indicators, percentages of moisture and admixture. The abbreviations MAX here means maximum. Define the latitude of quality difference within which the quality description is accepted. Likewise, tolerance, 品质公差, is widely adopted for those manufactured products, for example, the wristwatch. The standard acceptable accuracy for excellent mechanical watches is 99.998%, which means if the watch is off 1 second per day, it falls within the excellent category. Agriculture products also adopt grades to define quality. Look at this example. 新鲜鸡蛋按照大小被分为5个等级 AA, A, B, C, and D. But the problem is, can any consensus be reached between the seller and the buyer? Usually not. Thus, we need to clarify the grade with the help of specifications. That is, to define the size range for the 5 grades respectively. Finally, let's discuss sale by standard, 凭标准买卖. When the quality is referred to some standard, we should include both the name of the standard and its edition. Look at this example. 糖衣盐酸四环素片，每片的规格是250毫克，以1973年版的英国药典为准。BP here stands for British Pharmacopoeia, 英国药典。1973 is the edition. Moreover, don't forget to make sure there is a relevant standard for the specific product. There is a special abbreviation FAQ, Fire Average Quality, 良好平均品质, that is used to describe food products such as grain, fruits, etc. that are of good enough quality to be sold. Look at this example. Chinese groundnut FAQ, 中国产花生仁，良好平均品质. Only with FAQ, we cannot clearly know what is the quality. How about Chinese groundnut 1994 crop FAQ? Although it refers to the fair average quality of 1994, it is still ambiguous. So, it is recommended to clarify the FAQ with specification. In international trade, it is usual to define quality with more than one we have discussed. The only purpose is to identify what is the subject. Goods delivered should be of the same quality as contracted.